Things are about to become interesting in South Africa. The king of all the underworld criminals and cartel bosses, Cat Matlala, has finally taken the step that will lead to the exposure of all the crime stories in the country. At first, when he was taken to CMAX, he thought his criminal gang will come and help him, but they refused. Now he is ready to bust them all. In court, he said he is ready to become a state witness and expose everybody, right from the criminal ties he has with General Sibiya, Paul Mashatile, Brown Magotsi, Thiki Chele, Senzo Machunu and Sergeant Nakosi. All this names General Sibiya will be the most affected. Imagine all the lies Sibiya told at the Madlanga Commission, from denying money he received from Cat Matlala, the impalas he gave, how they planned to kill a whistleblower at Tembisa Hospital to get the tender, and many more. From rumors, he is also planning to blackmail Lieutenant Makwanasi. This is the one we won't take lightly, because Saint Makwanasi has done no wrong. If you also support Lieutenant Makwanasi, hit the like button and comment. Long live our hero. Obviously, the coming week will be so interesting. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, in order not to miss out any episode. Jabulani, roll out that clip that will set Sibiya on fire if Matlala comes out next week to say the truth.
Just tell us what...
Sorry, Ms. Hasim, I think you referred to 500,000.
500 rand.
500 rand.
Yes.
500 rand, not 500,000 rand.
500 grand is 500,000.
Sorry? Rand.
500 rand.
R-A-N-D.
No, we didn't need 500 rand, quite honestly speaking. Remember, it was at a late stage and it was almost done, basically.
So the audio clip, and we could play the audio clip, Chair, but the audio clip refers to 500,000. And what it's suggesting in the audio clip, the transcript has these indistinct in between, so it's not quite complete. 500,000 suggesting that he takes cash, basically, to General Sibiya.
Yeah, they talk about 500. Actually, I think it's something like 300,000.
You listened to that audio clip?
Yes, I listened as he was testifying, but obviously I know that the evidence is I believe so much in that thing. Which
No.
I don't, and it's not. No. It's not right.
No. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm not believing in anything. I'm putting to you the evidence that has been placed before this commission. It's only fair to you that you are given an opportunity to respond to this.
I want to respond.
And a straight answer would be benefit to you.
Chair, I want to respond by showing the group that was created by my wife with the family and kids. Other kids, I've got 6 kids, all of them adults. They are working. And then this one said, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do to support our brother. And here is it. I don't know if I should just read them into the record or just attach them so that they are seen there. And then you can see even the date from 11 September
Chair,
when my wife started.
Sorry, General, let me stop you. I accept your word for it, Chair. I have no problem with that. I can understand that in a family setting, that's how it works. People contribute. But it doesn't answer this question, which is a response to this evidence about Mr. Matlala saying he came to the party and that he came with cash.
You see, Chair, in all fairness, it is important that when the evidence leader tried to demonstrate that Mr. Matlala came and he contributed to my son's engagement, then I demonstrate that no. Everything that happened there, we carried as a family. Starting from my wife went with a credit card to Spar to buy the grocery for a small number of people that were there. And then others bought cakes, and then we bought this. We didn't need 300,000. We didn't need money from Mr. Matlala. And I quite honestly speaking, I didn't need it. We didn't need it. We didn't ask for it. And then if it was in a sense that is going to bring that amount of money at that point in time, at that late hour, he would have done it maybe in the during the day so that I can use it to spend. But because it was not even, I didn't even invite people. Not even there was no friend of mine, not even one. So I'm demonstrating here that we paid and we carried the cost, and everything that was there, you can see even yourself that no. Here the family were working together in dealing with this whole thing. So please, this thing of the 300,000, I'm throwing it away. I'm rejecting it right away from the onset.
Okay. I'm not going to. It's still not answering. I didn't put it to you that it was for the purposes of the engagement or for paying for that evening. I don't know what it could have been for. I'm just putting to you what Mr. Matlala says. Right. So to say, well, no, we paid for the engagement, we did it in these various ways, doesn't answer the question directly.
Perhaps it does in this sense, and perhaps I'm suggesting that he should move on, Mr.
Yes.
Sim. It answers it in the sense that he denies ever having needed the money. And then, of course, he goes on to give the reason as to why he possibly could not have needed it. But part of that says, I did not need it, I did not receive it. So, in a sense, it does answer it. Perhaps,
okay.
Yes.
I'm happy to move off this. I think
Yes.
we're not going to get...
F and Mr. Matlala. Now this is a different set of chats. Remember what I said about me searching for you and then finding only our chats. So now this is a different set of chats. And according to Ms. Hassim, these are now chats between witness F and you. Yes.
Would it help to just place 317 on the record just so that he confirms his phone number? And then...
Thank you. Can you go to page 317, please? Sorry, Chair, my computer's just frozen here.
General, are you on 317?
I am.
While Ms. Hassim is sorting out her computer.
I'm there.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, General, what you'll see at 317 is the numbers that are used in this chat exchange, this particular chat that we're looking at. And there's a number that's saved as General Sibiya and in brackets Deputy National Commissioner. Do you see that?
Yes.
It's the third number.
That's my number.
That's your number. Okay. So if we can go back to 333.
Back to?
333.
Yes.
So remember I first played you the clip from Mr. Matlala to witness F.
Yeah.
Immediately after witness F receives that voice note from Mr. Matlala, he forwards it to you because we see that on the timestamp 7:24. And I think Ms. Poe already played the voice clip. Do you want it to be played again, or do you accept that that's the same voice clip?
No, I accept it. That's the same first clip.
And then in the very next message, number 5, at 7:25, so the very next message.
Can we place on record what that voice note says, please?
There is a transcript of the voice note in the record.
The voice is just too guttural for me, and I can hardly hear what's being said.
Chair, if you bear with me for a moment, maybe I can just show you the transcript of that voice note.
Or in the meantime, whilst you're looking for the transcript, if anybody can tell us what's being said, we can in the meantime go by that. But of course, the transcript is the best. General, were you able to hear what's being said?
Yes, I know about it. And he just said, hello, sir, please drop us the pin drop where the bucks, the impalas must be dropped.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so you did recognize it. Chair, do you still want me to go to the transcript? The quickest way I could find it was actually when it was played in the hearing when witness F was speaking. And let me just read you what it says again. It says, sorry to bother you so early. Can you send me a pin drop where the bucks, the impalas, must go to, please, sir? If you can just send me a pin drop where it must go to.
Thank you. Please continue, Ms. Hassan.
Now, let's watch exactly what Kat Matlala said during his testimony at the ad hoc committee that IDAC has planned to use against Lieutenant Mkhwanazi. Pay close attention to this plot twist, because our hero might be in danger soon. Do you think Matlala was lying against our national hero? Or could Lieutenant Mkhwanazi be part of the gang too that got kicked out and he became angry? This clip will expose a lot. Grab a cup of coffee, let's watch together. Jabulani, roll out that clip, that sensitive information about Dumisani Kumalo, Nalanda Mkhwanazi, Beki Chele, Brown Magotsi, and Senzo Machunu.
Advocate Hassan, I have one question on this topic.
I just want to confirm one thing before you do so, Commissioner Kumalo. Do you confirm that General Shibiri was present at this?
Yes.
Okay. And he was aware that Mr. Matlala was going to be arriving?
I wouldn't say so, because it looked like General Shibiri was arriving from China at that point in time, because when I called him, he just said, I just landed or I arrived, something like that, but he was not around.
General, you make all your answers very long. Can you please try to shorten your answers, because the question is a simple one. Was General Shibiri aware that Mr. Matlala would be there? If you know he was, you say yes, he was. If you don't know, you say I don't know. If you know that he did not know, then you say no.
I really don't know, Chair.
Sorry?
Okay.
I don't know.
Thank you, General.
Thanks. And then
may that request please apply to all your answers. I do know that there are instances where you may want to give an explanation, but it cannot be in respect of all your responses. Thank you, General.
I have a question to ask.
Yes.
What is the status of this witness's statement? What is its status? Is it a confession? Is it an admission, or is it was just an interrogation? Because I'm being asked on something that could have been obtained unlawfully as well, or like as determined by Mr. Matlala as being AI generated, and say I deny this and I deny this and I never said this, or the circumstances under which this statement was undertaken, where they went and booked him and then spent 5 hours with him interrogating him. Now, whatever they said about me, because they want me, now I'm responding to the statement that were made by the sergeants, when in fact they are talking about a confession that was obtained by Mr. Matlala that was supposed to have been, they are junior officials, they are sergeants. They were supposed to, when a person begin to make an unequivocal statement that if it were to be made in court would amount to a plea of guilty or a confession or an admission, then which means then there are certain procedures that needs to be followed. And in this regard, we're talking about a statement where people just called, went to book a person out, sat with a person out for six hours and saying it was an informal decision. It was an informal discussion. And then as a result, I just want to be assisted. Where do we position this thing? Was it an admission made by Mr. Matlala? Admitted? Is it admitted? Was it a confession? Or, because I'm now, why I'm worried is the fact that I know the status of PKTT in terms of so badly wanting to get hold of me, considering the fact that they have been to Mr. Matlala many times, even in jail, and saying to him, give us Sibiya, we'll take you out, we'll leave you out. We are prepared to even leave that case of Ms. Tobejani as long as you give us Sibiya. Work with us. Now, I'm in this situation now where now I'm being questioned on the statement that were obtained by PKTT junior members. Say this is what Matlala told us. Whether I was being assaulted or was under duress, I don't know. But I'm just worried about the fact that I'm responding to a statement that I don't know what its real status is in front of the commissioners.
Ms. Hassan?
General, it is what I described earlier, which is evidence that's been introduced to the Commission by witness C, who was there when he was questioning Mr. Matlala. And that's all it is. This is not a criminal trial. This is evidence that emerged during the course of this Commission's hearings. I hear you speaking a lot about this plot that's against you, and that witness C and that all of the people who were responsible for arresting Mr. Matlala are actually doing it as part of a plot against you. But that doesn't take away from what, in his own voice, Mr. Matlala has said. You can say it was AI generated, that's fine. I'm putting it to you so you can respond. You can admit it, you can deny it, you can say whatever you want to say about what Mr. Matlala allegedly said, if you want to put it that way. And that's it.
Ms. Gillian, do you wish to say anything on this?
I agree with the evidence leader that the status and the admissibility of the evidence is not what is to be investigated, but simply this is what somebody said, and for that purpose alone the witness is asked to respond.
Thank you, Ms. Gillian. General, at this stage, just a minute,
When Sergeant Nakosi, the middleman between Sibiya and Matlala, came to the Madlanga Commission, his own side of the story, and how he tried to support Sibiya over Matlala, must have worsened the case. Matlala has all the record, and he is angry on how he was betrayed by all his cartel members. He is ready to retaliate and pay them back one by one. Jabulani, roll out that clip where Nakosi tried to support Sibiya over Matlala that has made people think that Matlala will surely come for a payback.
In 22, he never called me again that day. I think after 3 minutes he called me again telling me that he needs the card again, urgent, as he was going to meet Deputy President Mashatile, brackets Paul, then meet General Sibiya after that. I then took pictures of the said card. It was black in color, then sent it to his phone. That was the last time I spoke to him. Can you just clarify what's going on in paragraph 22? You say he didn't call me again that day, but then you say after 3 minutes he called you telling him he needed the card urgently as he was going to meet Deputy President Mashatile and then meet General Sibiya. Can you just explain, did he call you again that day?
Okay.
Was the call about General Sibiya and Deputy President Mashatile that day?
Okay. If I understood you correctly, you're asking if was the call about the card or the call about Deputy President Mashatile and Sibiya, if I'm not mistaken, is how I heard you.
Well, the first question is, was the call on the same day he had called you about the card? So let's maybe answer that first and then we can get to the second question.
Okay. Maybe to rectify the statement, I might have made a mistake when I say he called me. I called him when I found the card. That is rectification number one. And then this call that he made, it was the call now after I informed him that I found the card. So now, the reason that he called me on this particular day is because he wanted to use that card. And then he further stated that he was going to meet with Shadrack Sibiya and Paul Mashati.
I mean, we'll come back to who called whom, but what your written statement says is he needs the card urgent, as he was going to meet Deputy President Mashatile and General Sibiya. Was your understanding that he needed the card in relation to his meeting with the Deputy President and General Sibiya?
I would not want to be on his mind at that particular time. I thought he wanted that card because of it belonged to him, but I did not see the picture of how is he going to use his card.
But what you said was he needs the car urgently, or urgent, as he was going to meet Deputy President Mashatile and then meet General Sibiya after that. How did you understand the relationship between his urgent need for the card and the fact that he was going to meet the Deputy President and then General Sibiya? I mean, you're the one who's linked those two.
I'm the one who's what?
Your statement links those two. It says he needs the card urgently as he was going to meet Deputy President Mashatile and then meet General Sibiya after that. So I want to understand, why was the urgency related to the meetings with the Deputy President and General Sibiya?
I would not know why that he needs the card, because he was going to meet the Deputy President and General Sibiya. My understanding at the time, he wanted his card, and it was in my possession.
But was he the one who said to you, I need this card urgently as I'm going to meet Deputy President Mashatile and then General Sibiya after that?
That's
were those his words?
That's his words.
Then you say you called him, not he called you. That's an error in the statement. But if we look at the statement, it's not consistent with that being an error. Let's start at paragraph 20 at 1339. You say, on my arrival, that's at Mr. Matlala's farm, I was found by him at the gate. Then I took the jet ski away. But later on that week, he phoned me telling me he is looking for the card and driver's license that he left in the dash of the jet ski. So you're saying he didn't call you, you called him. Had you found a driver's license in the jet ski?
That's correct.
But you haven't previously mentioned finding a driver's license in the jet ski in any of your other statements or your testimony here?
I didn't mention it because I never thought it was important, or maybe it was an error, because now the main thing was a Luxo card. But not that I did not mention the bank, the driver's license, because of it wasn't there.
If we go to your next paragraph, paragraph 21, you say, by the time he called me, I was busy, so I could not take it to him or let him come to the office as I was not there. Now, you're saying when he called you about the bank card and driver's license, you were busy, so you couldn't take it to him or let him come to the office as you were not there. But if you called him, why would you call him when you were busy? Surely you would call him when you were not busy.
Remember, there were various calls. When I found the card, when now he's making a follow-up about the card. And then even if I was busy, I knew that he wanted to come and collect the card. I would have phoned him